I mean, Opal on air. That's all. I mean, that's
maybe people gave up on us. Anyway, it's we're about 4 or 5 minutes before game time, and we are at Edinburgh. Cougars and the Lancers tonight. 7:30 kickoff. Hopefully we can get to you here at some point. Text us if you are able to hear this broadcast. Otherwise, we got some things we got to fix.
Silent.
Radio silent. Okay. Boot it up from the beginning. Want me to unplug anything?
Try to unconnect there.
Presented by Martin County 4-H and your home for the best classic rock, the Razor 94.5 WRZR.
We are on the air. Braden Wesner, John Mullen from Edinburgh High School. After technical difficulties, we apologize. We tried to get on about 10, 12 minutes ago. No luck. Braden Wesner, the tech guru, also sells a lot of insurance in the Odin area. And Braden got it fixed. Alan Williams back at the station or wherever he is on his cell phone getting us online. And we're about 3 minutes from kickoff. Again, our apologies. We are bringing you North Daviess football under the Friday Night Lights, 7:30 kickoff. So coming up in just a couple of minutes. Braden, we made it.
Yeah, it was one to remember, I think. We definitely had a nice little meal, and we were just definitely thrown off by the possibility of not having internet. We almost reverted to the old cell phone call-in, trying to go on air. And somehow we maneuvered, survived, got a Wi-Fi password, made it in, and still was not connected.
Okay, it's kickoff time. We are underway here from Edinburgh High School. Text us if you can hear us. We are in technical delays. 15 minutes later. Let us know if we are on the air. John Mullen, Braden Wesner from Edinburgh.
The Thomas Nugent says he can hear us loud and clear.
Oh, my goodness, folks. We have been trying for 15 minutes, and just as soon as the kickoff occurred.
Absolute pouring sweat.
Braden Wesner. Braden Wesner, the tech guru, insurance agent on the side, comes through. Louis Gabriel, Dave Zorman. We've got fans. Folks, we've been trying to talk. We've been talking to ourselves for 15 minutes.
We went pregame went over everything and just we're talking to ourselves.
I got to be honest, there was no profanity.
Just about.
We're all in good moods at this point. We'll talk about our meal later. Right now, it's Cougars against Edinburgh.
Cinnamon.
Neil Cinnamon with the first tackle of the contest. The Cougars tried an onside kick to begin the game right as we were coming on. Again, our apologies, technical difficulties. Thank you, Alan Williams, for getting us on, and Braden Wesner for figuring it out. But we tried the short onside. Edinburgh did recover right at about the 50-yard line, and Neil Cinnamon with a tackle in the backfield, a 2-yard loss, brings up 2nd and 12. So we are here at Edinburgh, just off the campus of the high school at Lancer Field, Hollenbeck Complex. Braden Wesner, John Mullen. We got John Burkhart to our right.
We're packed in here tight.
Yep, he's not live streaming, but he is videoing for the Cougars. So it's 3-1 Cougars. And that ball is mishandled. The snap mishandled, but the quarterback falls on it, so it's going to be 3rd and long. We are just underway. Edinburgh decided they wanted the ball first. The Cougars kicked off, and the ball is at the 45. Edinburgh is facing a 3rd and 13. Braden, we got here in plenty of time.
We did.
Until we didn't.
Oh, man. Our little Wi-Fi dealio that's never let us down, and we're told it would never let us down. It let us down.
Well, it's not anybody's fault.
We survived.
It's not anybody's fault. It's survive and advance territory here from Cougarland. And we did just that. We got you football just as the ball was kicked off. 3rd and 13, Edinburgh. Are they going to have to take a timeout? Yep. We're not going to.
Ended up running away with that one. Chain gang guy got thrown out. Player got thrown out. and the rest is history.
Well, it seems like it's going to be a little more tame environment this evening. 3rd and 13, Edinburgh after the timeout. We'll see what the coach dialed up. He's got a passing play. And
Eamon just smoked
I know, and I hope that quarterback gets up.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Nice job of sportsmanship there on the part of Cinnamon and Case and Bishop, helping the quarterback, number 3, to his feet. You're right, Anderson Eamon, who has a bundle of energy after missing most of last week's contest. He had to sit the last 3 quarters last week because of an injury. He's been saving up for 7 days there, Braden.
Yeah, he's been bottled up, and he's finally let loose, and now we got the Wyatt Bishop back to try to.
So a fourth and long, they will kick the ball. Eamon got to the quarterback right as he released it. Parkhurst, the QB, and he's back on his feet. He's actually listed as a wide receiver, so he's probably a second or third string QB. What do we got? We got a DOG, delay a game. That'll cost Edinburgh 5. Folks, this is an 0-4 Lancer team. Cougars 3-1. Obviously, it sounds on paper, and if you've paid any attention to John Harrell or read up, this should be a contest that the Cougars control. It is the last game in the series as well. Nice punt. Bishop's going to field, right? No, he's not. He's not going to field it.
Kind of took a little bit of a weird bounce.
Ball at the 23-yard line where the punt stops moving. Bishop's just going to let it sit there. You know, that's one less tackle that Wyatt has to absorb, right? If he just lets it roll there.
Yeah, his hits are numbered as many as he's taken over the years.
Yeah, he leads
in all sports.
He leads the entire school in the number of loose balls that he's been a part of, for sure. So 1st and 10 from the 23 for the Cougars. Again, early first quarter, no score. Edinburgh punts after 3 and out. See what Keaton Graber can do here. He's going to kick it out there to
Cumbus.
Who is that? Connor Cumbus? Cumbus is liable to go.
Holding.
There we got the hold. They call that on Nidifer?
I think so. Felt like he kept his hands inside.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the right call, but we're probably not going to get a ton of calls out here. Cumbus picked up a bunch of yards. Would have been enough for a first. And they're going to call the hold at about the 39, which is about where Cumbus got to. Would have been a nice 16-yard run. So what happens? They take 10 yards, and we go first. And
from the spot of the foul, so we're probably going to gain about 6 yards on that one.
So does Cumbus get credited with 6 yards? But is it still first down? How's that work? I don't know much about football, folks. We are here to entertain you and give you our food review in just a little while.
And trivia starting third quarter.
Yeah, we'll start the third quarter with trivia. It's guest trivia week. The Gavin Wilson's going to provide the trivia. I'll, of course, be on the hook for 2 liters. We didn't ask the guest trivia guy to donate. That's okay. That is
Eli Scott.
Number 10, Eli Scott. He's going to cross midfield. Nice run.
That dude runs hard, folks.
So we're going to say he's probably got about 24, 26 yards maybe on that carry. 26?
26 sounds good.
Across the 50 to about the 46, senior Eli Scott, a transfer in from the Linton Stockton program, picks up a first down. So, and the clock's at about 9 minutes. North Davies already with a first down across midfield. We do believe that the Cougars will cruise in this game. Whether or not we have a running clock is to be determined. I will tell you one thing, Colton McNabb is sitting this one out tonight. That's Cumbus. Don't hold there. Nice job. So Cumbus inside the 30 to about the 26. That's another 20-yard gainer. We are probably going to have our way here on offense. Talking with Coach Fine. Their coach, who's a nice guy, said they're just flat beat up.
Yeah, they got a lot of injuries over here, and some big guys, too, kind of. Some of their bigger guys seem to be hurt, so.
Yeah, and they got a lot of littler guys that probably aren't going to see action. The life of a 1A football program, the ups and downs. 2 years ago, as you mentioned, they were
undefeated.
They were undefeated when they played us.
Right now.
By the way, they never won again that season.
We just demoralized them, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Keaton Graber with the carry. Is he going to get in the end zone?
Yep.
I think so.
I think so. Count it.
Okay.
Yep.
From the 27, Keaton Graber scores.
Picking up right where he left off last week there, JP.
Keaton Graber calling his own number. Maybe he didn't call his own number. Maybe that was coach. But 27-yard touchdown run. from Keaton Graber. So with 8:48 to go in the first quarter, it is 6-0. I figured the Cougars will go for 2 here.
Why not?
So that was pretty simple, right? You had Eli Scott, you had Connor Cumbus, and you had Keaton Graber with consecutive 20 to 25-yard run plays. You'll have to tell me how this 2-point conversion goes,
I got
Brady.
you.
Okay.
Keaton in the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Cumbus to the left. Wing counter. Bishop up the middle. Got it.
The Bish with a 2-point conversion. The senior, we talked about the senior on the way up. We thought he might have an opportunity to have a good game here.
Yeah. I just feel it.
8-0 Cougars. Should we take a break? We had 15 minutes. We'll take one. We'll take a commercial break. With 8:48 to go in the first, it's North Daviess on top, 8-0. You're listening
to 11.
Back to Edinburgh, where the Cougars, the visitors on the scoreboard, are in front 8-0. Keaton Graber for 27 yards. Bish with the 2-point conversion. Sophomore Rain Huff responsible for the kickoff.
Does a nice job.
He does. I'm going to try another onside. Nope. This one booted down to about the 25-yard line, and it'll head out of bounds. Okay.
Gummit.
Yeah, that's a penalty. Hey, we don't have to keep track of flags this week.
I hope not.
No. Ran out of ink last Friday night.
Last week was absolutely terrible.
It was insane. But we're not going to have 40 penalties tonight. Let's hope the Cougars don't have 14 like they did. I know Edinburgh's not going to be guilty of 26. They're not going to play enough.
To our receiving team, we want to take it back on you.
Okay.
Honestly, I think that's the first time I've ever seen someone take that. Re-kick.
Where's the white hat? I was looking for him to make the call, and he's way down here. Okay, so what happened was Edinburgh declined the penalty. The ball went out of bounds, so now Rain will kick it from the 35 instead of the 40. So it's essentially a 5-yard backup.
Yep.
All right, well, that kick's going to go to about the 30-yard line. 25-yard line. And he is brought down. So maybe that's the best part of their offensive attack is maybe the kickoff return guy.
There's a possibility of it.
They're going to get it about the 37-yard line, so I'm going to say 12 yards on that kickoff return. 14 yards. 1st and 10 from the 39. Okay, everybody's been kept in suspense. They're wondering where in the world we ate tonight. Braden, where'd we go?
We went to Montana Mike's. It's the safe bet, good bet call. There's been many of happy nights enjoyed. By many, I mean 2.
Yeah.
At the Montana Mike's.
Right.
First one was after the Cougars beat Edinburgh 3 years ago in basketball, and the last other time was before this game 2 years ago. So it's a good call.
Were we 3 for 3 after tonight, or what? You feel like it's a 3 for 3 performance?
Oh yeah, 3 for 3 Montana Mike's. If you're ever in Edinburgh, you want to shop till you drop, meander over to the Montana Mike's and just load up.
And I know what you're thinking. Maybe locally, not so much, but this one, impressive.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, and we knew it going in. Like Braden mentioned, it was a great meal over here a few years ago after a Saturday night basketball game, and then 2 years ago, football. We enjoyed it before, and it does not disappoint. So 2nd and 12 after. Now this is going to be a 3rd and 14.
The Cougars are just eating.
My goodness. The Case and Bishop, they need cinnamon.
Eli
Scott in on that one. Anderson Amon was in on the one before. No gain here. In fact, Edinburgh's going nothing but backwards. 3rd and 14.
I hate to say this, folks, at home, but I almost kind of feel bad for them kind of already.
We may have to move the trivia up.
I mean, we may.
No, it may keep them coming back for at least the first possession of the third quarter.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying it's going to be a running clock. I'm just saying it's probably going to be a running clock. 3rd and long. Edinburgh with the ball at the 35. They need 14 yards here to get a first down. Their running game non-existent. We'll see if they can pass the ball. They do complete a pass.
Amon.
And it is Anderson Amon for a tackle in the backfield. Pass was caught, but Amon was not blocked, and he actually made the tackle for another TFL. Tackle for loss?
Yeah.
Football terminology?
Edinburgh's coach kind of drew one up in the sand right there and thought he'd catch us off guard, but he didn't.
So this is the 2nd and final trip to Edinburgh. You remember in week 5, maybe you don't remember, Cougars were playing Rock Creek Academy. That was, kind of a blowout situation down there at RCA, and we decided we ought to play somebody else. Partially blocked by Eli Scott.
Oh, no. That's going to be their ball. Don't matter, though.
No, didn't get to it. So Eli may have partially blocked that. The punt only goes about 8 yards. Cougar ball to 35. But no, Rock Creek was on the schedule in week 5. It's not easy to find opponents. We grabbed Edinburgh 3 years ago.
They were a solid football team.
Yeah, we made the trip over here. They were undefeated, 4-0. Last year they returned to the Cougar Valley, and it's in a 4-year contract. This is year 3. But after this year, it was a gentleman's agreement between the coaches. They won't come back to us next year. We're actually going to pick up Cloverdale in week 5.
Well, we just ended on a good Montana Mike's trip. That's what we did.
Yep.
I felt like.
Yep.
That was kind of the deciding factor.
It really was. We just felt like that was important, that we made the return trip so the announcers could feed themselves.
Yes.
Who's going to run this one in? The Bish? Oh, Bish still on his feet.
Oh, they can't bring him down.
Bish. I thought he might go ahead and score.
I thought he would too. Guys, I mean.
Yeah, it is. It is. This is a tough situation. I knew when Cloverdale beat this team 62-0 last week, they may not be very good.
Oh.
It's going to be a really long night for Edinburgh. Short second half. Cougars inside the
25 yards.
Okay, yeah. I'd say give Wyatt 25. Cougars are about the 13. You'll have to let me know what we do from the first and.
I feel like we got to work on our passing a little bit.
Well, we might see Cole Boyd in the game. Is that Cumbus?
That's
J.D. Moore?
J.D. Moore around the left side, and he's going to be out a half a yard short.
Oh, J.D. Moore, just about in the end zone.
I thought he stretched it out there for the... Yeah.
I wonder if Keaton wants another touchdown or if he's going to actually be a generous QB and maybe hand it off to somebody else.
I'm going to say...
He could easily score it. Anybody could.
I'm going to say it's going to be a fade pass.
You think he's going to throw it?
Aiming.
Think he's going to throw it from the half-yard line?
Yep.
Why wouldn't you just run it in, keep it simple,
I'm
stupid?
just saying.
Okay. You let me know. I can't see. I'm blocked by this wall.
Nope. Bish said, I'm just going to run it right in there.
Bish TD? Man, Bish is already a candidate. Bish is a candidate early on.
He's in the early runnings. He's leading the polls.
Bobcat at Daviess County, one tough animal. The Bish getting some early touches. He's got a 2-point conversion. Now he's got a TD from 1 yard. It's 14-zip, 6:05. So, folks, you probably won't stay with us all evening. We may have to move that trivia up. What do you think? Beginning of the second quarter? Move it up?
Yeah, we could.
All right.
But then there may be people that just wait till after halftime.
Oh, and they're going to miss out? Well, that's their own fault.
Yeah.
That's their own fault.
Wing counter, Eli Scott, curtains, 2-point conversion.
Eli Scott with the 2-point conversion. It is now 16-0. We're halfway through the first quarter. Edinburgh ball when we return, 16-0. Cougars, you're listening to North Daviess football on the Razor, 94.5. Brayton Wesner and John Mullen back to Edinburgh, where the Cougars lead already 16-0. Middle first quarter. The Lancers graduated an awful lot from a couple years ago, and this team, Brayden, is in trouble.
They look deflated.
So we'll see where this kickoff goes from Huff. He'll probably just boot it as far as he can, and does. It's a nice kick. All the way down to about the 18. He's going to get tackled. I just don't know where. So returns it to about the 25. 7-yard kickoff return. It was a nice kick.
That was a really nice kick by Huff.
So when you really don't have to worry about who you're kicking it to.
Just kick it as hard as you can.
Yep.
He did a nice job.
Did a nice job. So Edinburgh will take over 1st and 10 from about the, we'll say, 26. Cougars have done nothing except stop Edinburgh in their tracks so far on 2 possessions. They have the lead 16-0. Keaton Graber with the first touchdown. The Wyatt Bishop with TD number 2, a couple of 2-point conversions. And this game is well on its way to a victory for the Cougs. I hate to call it already, but, man, there's just no way this Edinburgh team can stay on the field. You'll see 2nd and 3rd stringers tonight. We might call some names, folks, that we haven't called all season.
Stay tuned.
1st and 10. And you know Coach Fine will be a gentleman about this, too. I don't think he's going to pile it on.
No, he's a nice guy.
Cougar JV picked up a nice victory this past Monday They took out North Knox.
North Knox goes down.
Uh-huh.
What was the score?
Well, I believe it was a one-touchdown game, somewhere in the neighborhood of 14-6, 14-8, 18-16, 18-12. It was a low-scoring affair, but the Cougars came out on top. They do go to Springs Valley on Monday. So that's the other thing, right? You do have a JV game to play Monday, so.
Cougars experimenting a little bit. I see for the first time, I see Logan Gray in there, the freshman, 6'5" at the nose guard.
Holy cow.
Big old boy.
He's just learning how to play, but he takes up some space. Good defense by Cumbus. Is the quarterback okay? Oh boy.
That was not pass interference.
No, they called it.
But they're going to do
a personal foul on Eamon. Yeah.
Most likely. Maybe was.
I mean,
didn't watch.
Here's the thing. Like Eamon is a pretty good sized guy, and the quarterback's not. That's going to be a couple penalties on North Daviess. Yeah, I see what you're talking about there. 73 taking up some room there.
Big old boy.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's going to be one of those nights where you're going to see a lot of the bench, which is fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. Here we are in week 5. Cougars looking to go 4-1.
Don't want nobody hurt.
But you know what happens? We were 4-1 a year ago. We may have been 4-1 the year prior. Can't remember. Maybe 5-0. The second half of the schedule is a little tougher. It's a little tougher.
It is a tough one.
It's a little tougher.
It is tough.
15-yard penalty on the Cougars. Edinburgh will pick up their first down, their initial first down. Ball at the 40 after the 15-yard penalty. No, the schedule does get tougher. But you know the nice thing is we're back at home next Friday night.
Yeah, we're back. We're back at Thurman.
1st and 10 from the 40. Ball carrier is going to lose 2 or 3 yards. They're just going to stack him up.
Man, I almost kind of hate saying this, but
I'm going to say Zeb Owens was in on that action.
Zeb, he was in.
I mean, there may have been a few guys, but Zeb was in there.
What I almost kind of don't want to jinx a little bit, they haven't gained a yard yet.
They've actually not gained any. They've probably lost 15 yards.
Now they're trying. It's not that they're not trying.
2nd and 12. Cougar defense probably not going to allow much to this Edinburgh outfit. How long did he play the starters? Colton McNabb not dressed. I do see. So he's in shorts. So Colton wasn't.
Nice heads up play.
Colton wasn't going to play anyway tonight. He was going to rest and recover for next week. I think Eamon had to stop because of the false start.
Yeah, Eamon stopped. He was going to.
Let's ignore that. I didn't see that. So we're going to try and ignore what we just saw off in the evening sky.
There's hearsay.
Run that clock, baby. Run that clock. Yeah, just hearsay. So,
real question is there a Dairy Queen located in Edinburgh?
We're already thinking about dessert, folks. We got to fill in the cracks. The
last time we were up here, I was so dead set on the Dairy Queen, and I left in shambles because it just wasn't open.
Yeah, well, we'll find somewhere after this game. 2nd and 17. We got another flag. Are the Cougars offsides this time? Or?
No, false start.
It's another false start. That's
timing. Timing's a struggle.
Well, wouldn't you be worried yourself if you were looking at some
Anderson
of this?
Eamon coming off.
Well, I mean, the freshmen said, Anderson Eamon scaring me to death over there. But we got a big freshman, Logan Gray, 73. Never played football in his life, but
6'5".
I'm just glad we had a uniform to fit the guy.
Towering over the center, and he is shaking.
Yeah. 2nd and really long now. Edinburgh's QB in trouble. Backed up to about the 25. Not picked.
No.
Cumbus and Nidifer with the coverage. Ball was thrown short. 3rd and long. 3:30 to play in the first. Mr. Gerald's, the outstanding principal for 24 years at Cougar Land, thinks we ought to maybe wait until the 3rd quarter.
I think we should.
Well, he's just worried about boredom in the 3rd and 4th.
Okay. All right. We can wait.
We will
because
wait.
It may take the whole 3rd for someone to give us the right answer.
We will wait. It is not going to be an easy one. Gavin Wilson, the ISP trooper, even stumped himself when he brought the idea to mind.
Yes.
And we figured it out, but
it's had to go back in the archives and even look it up.
It's not an easy one, folks. prepare yourselves. 14-0, third and really, really long here for Edinburgh. Handoff. Nice.
Okay.
Nice gainer. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
We kind of got caught going too far upfield, and we got almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
Cumbus finished that tackle. He was knocked down early, and then Cumbus finished that tackle. Nice play, actually, by Edinburgh to pick up about 10 on that play.
Really nice play.
16-0 Cougars. All North Daviess at this point. A couple of touchdown runs. One from Keaton, Graber, and one from Wyatt Bishop. They'll be punting, I assume.
Another, whatchamacallit.
Under 3 minutes to play. Oh, they're going for it. Are they going to make it?
No.
Oh, gosh, no.
Not even close. That was...
You tell me.
You know who it is.
The Breeze! Feel the Creighton Breeze.
He's a bad man.
So they went for it on fourth. You know, you really can't blame them. The punt the last time was partially blocked. Cougars are going to take over at the 40-yard line. And, I mean, North Daviess can score at will. I figure we'll see the second string in the third quarter.
Very soon.
We'll probably see the third string in the fourth quarter.
But you do have a JV game.
You
So
do have a JV game.
That
plays into it a little bit. Folks, I don't know if you understand quarter rule, but you only get 5. So if you're going to play 4 quarters Monday, these subs can only play 1 quarter tonight. Keaton Graber with a great pass. Anderson Amon. Touchdown from 40.
Holy crap.
Anderson had to wait on that throw. I will say this about Keaton. That was a nice tight spiral.
Yes.
But he was under no duress. 40 yards. So from 1st and 10, 40-yard TD pass. Graber to Amon. And again, I'm sure Coach Fine would love to call the dogs off right now. But he can't.
You got to play, though.
He can't because we don't have enough guys, right?
You got to.
But I do think you'll see Cole Boyd at some point.
Yes.
You'll see some other guys. You'll see some new linemen. I see several of our guys in shorts, though. What's going on there?
Just kind of taking a little break, maybe.
Wow, do we have some guys in shorts because they're banged up?
Oh, we're going to go for an extra point.
Okay.
Huff him.
Talk to me.
And it's...
Did he make it?
Didn't get 2 feet off the ground.
Oh, come on.
Hey, listen.
Huff kick, no good.
We're trying.
Got to at least try it. Don't know if you don't try it. John Mullen, Braden Wisner having fun here. Late first quarter, 20-zip Cougs. Back in a moment. You're listening to North Daviess Football on the Razor, where North Daviess comfortably ahead in this first quarter, 20-0. Braden Wisner, John Mullen. After an enjoyable meal at the Montana Mike's. Thinking about dessert already, Braden?
I think a guy's only... It's just safe to plan ahead. Oh,
Huff's kick, not caught. It's going to go through his hands. He's going to pick it up at about the 15. And tackled there. Got to be able to call out some of these guys' names, right? We got to see some new names. Gentry Rollins, 55, in on that kickoff play. I saw 78, Zane Zorman out there on the kickoff team. Sky Knepp's a special team specialist. Mm-hmm. So our kickoff guys are out there playing. How does that work, though? If they only play special teams kickoff, that doesn't count as a quarter, does it? We're not going to report it if it does. No. Nobody's going to tell on us.
I think that happens a lot. I mean, a lot of special teams are literally just your JVers that are fresh going out there and getting after it.
1st and 10 from the 25. The line, Skylar Jackson, 53 in there. Handoff's going nowhere. Everybody wants a part of the tackle. I got to give it to Neil Cinnamon, probably. Anderson Amon.
Zeb was in there.
Zeb won. He'll get an assist.
Got Amon in there.
So the first string Cougar
D
here.
Whitmer was in on that one, too.
Yeah, Mason Whitmer. He's up there on the line. You can bet.
You don't really see him playing D-line much, so that's good to kind of see him in there.
All right. Is that Eli Scout on the right side?
Mm-hmm.
Man, he got some quickness out there on the ends, huh? Yeah. North Daviess is at least trying to pick these guys up after they go down in the pile.
Yeah, good sportsmanship. Great sportsmanship.
Zeb. Amon. 20-0. We got to be getting towards the end of the first. $1:23 to go. Clock running. bet there'll be a Johnny Fish sighting at some point. I'm not talking about food. I'm talking about the freshman Johnny Fish. He'll be out on the
Johnny Fish
gridiron
will
at
get
some
out
point.
there?
I guarantee it.
So Johnny Fish.
Yeah, number 63. Look for it at some point. Edinburgh ball handler, carrier, going no place. Referees blow it dead. It'll be 4th down again. For those fans who made the trip, we hope you're enjoying yourselves. If you're listening in, we'll do our best to entertain you here. There's going to be a lot of talk about non-football items.
Yeah.
Including the girls' golf team.
Hey.
They advance.
The girls' golf team survive and advance. And almost, they were within 5 strokes of getting second in the section.
So today was a sectional, played during the day, believe it or not. Started at 11:30. Girls golf sectional today at High Point and Bicknell. Hey, that punt's going to be taken by, is that JD or Connor?
Yep, JD.
JD Moore. JD's still on his feet.
He's running hard.
JD's still on his feet. JD's still on his feet. JD almost went from about the 46-yard line. JD just about returned that punt. But no, Coach Waniger, Coach Dalrymple, and the Lady Cougars on Wednesday won their 3rd consecutive SWAC. And for the 2nd straight season, the Lady Cougar golfers advanced to the regional.
Congratulations to them.
They take the top 3 schools, and guess what? It's another Daviess County sweep. Bar Eve, Washington, and North Daviess, your regional participants in next Saturday's regional at Country Oaks. So we're going to have more football in the second quarter. It's 20-zip. North Daviess at the 12-yard line when we return.
22-zip.
Got several injuries too here.
They got injuries, and truthfully, they about have as many.
They've got several guys hurt.
Yes.
They got a bunch of cheerleaders.
They got as many cheerleaders as they do.
It's good for the gate.
Active players.
Good for the gate. Keaton Graber's going to throw the ball. Throws it at the feet of Jairus Nidifer. There was really no reason to rush that pass. But I understand next Friday against West Washington, you probably will have to fire that ball.
We'll have to get back here and just
Dub
fire.
Dub coming to town next Friday night, 7 o'clock from
Dub
Cougar
Dub
Valley.
ain't bad
No. It's a 2-2 Dub squad, but boy, they've given the Cougars fits in the past. We've had a hard time with the Senators.
You weren't here for the Dub Dub last year.
Oh, you're right.
It was me and the celebrity guest, Cole Wolford, did that game.
That's a good call. Number 9.
Cumbus out to the left.
Cumbus untouched from 12 yards, I believe. That will increase the score by 6. Somebody help me. 22 plus 6.
Well.
28, Johnny Burkhart. Majored in math. 12-yard TD by Cumbus. The ball is being spread around. That's 4 TDs by 4 different dudes. And we are 10 seconds gone. Here. We're just 10 seconds gone here in the second quarter. We did decide to move trivia. We did decide to move it up, and then we decided to move it back.
We're moving trivia?
We may move it again.
The principal made a call.
No, he's the boss. He says third quarter, beginning. Did he catch it?
Oh, Eamon. Eamon, dirty catch.
That's a dirty toss and a dirty catch.
Oh, my.
Was that Eamon?
I think so. No, that may be Nidifer.
Don't give credit to a guy who's not got number 3. That's Jairus Nidifer.
That's Nidifer.
Eamon had a 2-point conversion.
That's
Actually,
right.
He had a touchdown catch earlier, but
that was a nice catch by Nidifer right there. He was kind of falling, going out of bounds. I know he got 1 foot in, and it takes a lot to have the hand-eye coordination to do that.
30-0. Battling for sure.
They're battling. There's some guys coming off limping, and they also got some guys that aren't even dressed that are limping, and I just kind of feel it.
John Nidifer, number 5 out there. Who else we got? We got some new guys out there, that's for sure. Chase Morning, number 80 on the special teams unit. So good for those guys.
Oh, he fell down.
34. Jason Jones. Oh, no. Edinburgh's got a guy down, too. Just our size and strength is really causing Edinburgh some issues. They've got.
You get hurt more going kind of half speed and kind of getting in the way. You can almost get hurt more doing that than going full speed.
Yeah, and also, guys, there's a JV game Monday. If we didn't have a JV game on the schedule, our JV would be already playing.
Yeah, you only got so many quarters.
30-0. First and 10 from the 25.
Oh.
Still, nice job.
It's good hard running right there.
Nice job by the ball carrier.
You got Potteroff in there.
What? 62, Braden Potteroff, senior.
Zeb, Potteroff, Breeze.
When Pot's not playing music, he's making tackles.
Making
That's
plays.
That's right.
Got a fumble recovery this season already. The dude's kind of everywhere.
Yeah. So week 5 here from Edinburgh. Cougars are going to just try and get out of here unscathed, and we hope Edinburgh can do the same. Second and, well, that was a positive gain, probably 4 or 5 yards on that carry. And there's another positive gain, just almost a first down. Pretty close. Third and 1. It is 30-0 here in the second quarter. So we talked about the golf team tonight. Junior high tennis Cougars were on the road at Sullivan with a 5-0 win.
Rolling.
Yeah. Tomorrow we've got our high school and junior high cross country teams headed to the big South Knox Invitational. Cougar volleyball, high school Cougar volleyball, with a huge win last night. They beat the Werve last night in 5, Braden.
Oh, way to get down and dirty.
No, it was nasty. I'm telling you, it went to the wire. I think 15-6 maybe in the 5th. The Cougars take out the Wolverines. They battled through the noise, if you will.
It was at their place?
No, it was at Cougar Den. It was at Cougar Nation, but the Werve was pretty worked up.
Oh, they were worked up.
Yeah.
It's a battle for what? Second?
Yeah.
Or third?
Yeah, you're playing for second.
Yeah.
So I think the Lady Cougars get on a bus early in the morning and head to South Spencer, Rio, Indiana. No, Rockport, Rio, somewhere in that area.
It's way down in there.
Yeah, they're going to play South Spencer and Clarksville, a couple of opponents they've not seen before. So good luck to them tomorrow. Edinburgh with a first down.
They got it, too.
Nice job, Edinburgh.
They earned it.
Pot with the tackle.
Pot's got like 4 tackles on this drive.
That might be multiplied by 2. You might have exaggerated a little bit. Maybe not. No. Well, I'm the one who can't count. You're probably exactly right.
It may be 3.
Okay.
4 sounds good, though.
Good job, Braden Potteroff. You're just happy about his namesake.
Yeah.
You're just in love with his first name.
Yep.
Cheerleaders come to life here below us with the first down.
They're getting fired up.
8:44, and the clock is spinning in the second
Gray
quarter.
back in the game at nose guard, just ready to do some damage.
Cougars 30, Edinburgh yet to score. First and 10 from a 36. Edinburgh with their first down. Pass dropped.
Incomplete.
So there is a second and 10 situation. So the next score for North Daviess, and if Edinburgh doesn't score, that will initiate the running clock in the second half.
In the second half.
That's not now.
Keep in mind.
Now, if you're running the scoreboard up here, you're probably being a little bit generous. I mean, you're not getting in a hurry. Like, you're not getting in a hurry to stop the clock.
No.
8:28 here. So we decided, Mr. Gerald's decided, we're going to have the trivia in the third quarter to start.
It's probably the right call.
Mm-hmm. So halftime's about 15 minutes long, so just make sure that when we go on at half, you're back in about 15. It's a tough one tonight. I
mean, you may want to have Google pulled up. Don't even know if you can even figure it out on Google.
I think you'll figure it out. We like text messages, either one of us. Playing for a 2-liter. And
there's a lot on the line.
There'll be a bonus.
There's a bonus 2-liter.
The bonus
as well.
2-liter. There's no such thing as a 4-liter, but I will get you a couple 2-liters. Our winners so far, do you recall who they are? Week 1?
Week 1 was
Chris Lowhider.
Week 2, Evan Judy. Week 3,
Billy Dyer. Week 4, Roger Callahan. Yep,
right?
Those are our winners. And by the way, you can win more than once.
I don't see those guys getting this one though.
Those guys
it's
are
almost like a personal challenge.
Yeah, I
to some
know.
of them, but
Don't be pop hogs, but you can win again. So feel free to send us your guess to start the third quarter. So it is 4th and 9. Clock continues to run under 7 minutes. Cougars firmly in control, 30-0. Appreciate you listening to North Daviess Football on the Razor. We love our sponsors, bringing you Cougar football on the airwaves.
speaking of sponsors, I'll tell you what, Stahl's Furniture, we got a nice dining room table from them.
Yeah,
It's the real deal.
it is.
Came and delivered it, not a scratch on it.
Timeout. Cougars on top. Hatchets at homecoming from Hatchet Hollow versus Princeton Tigers, a team that the Cougars took care of last Friday night. So we got to assume Washington probably is fronting the visiting Princeton Tigers this week. We'll get an update perhaps. Dwayne Shake on 107.9 along with Mark Myers bringing you Hatchet football. John Mullen, Braden Wesner, happy to bring you Cougar football. That's a nice punt. Bish from the 35. Nobody blocking the back.
He's got a chance.
Nobody blocking the back. And Bish is dragged down from behind.
Horsecollar?
He gets 30 yards on that punt return. Bish, he's one tough animal.
Hey, he's right in the running.
Let's talk about our sponsor. Speaking of Bobcat of Daviess County, they are proud football sponsors. Blesh Brothers Equipment, right there outside of Odin. ABK Flooring, huge supporters. Randall Darla and family. The Daviess Community Hospital, Jeffers Auto Parts, Ketchum Memorial Center, Purdue Farms Incorporated and Purdue Farms Recruitment Center, RTC Communications, Stahl's Furniture, as Wes mentioned, Wagler Diesel, and the Education Center there, the Washington Chrysler Center, and Williams Brothers Healthcare. Zeb Owens doing some offensive damage. Oh. Well, Zeb was taken. Oh my goodness! Zeb was taken down by the helmet.
He was literally, and let's not overlook this factor. Breeze Wolford lost his helmet at the line of scrimmage, and you see a guy just booking it down the field, still trying to lead block for his teammate with no helmet on. That was kind of weird to see.
Yeah. Well, there's 3 flags. I got to presume they're probably all for that.
I mean, he was Zeb was literally brought down by nothing but a face mask.
Surely North Daviess didn't commit a penalty there, did they? Well, they're going to talk about White Hat and a couple of. I do think maybe somehow North Daviess got flagged about the 28. Not sure why. They can't be offsetting, can they? We'll figure it out. I don't know a whole lot about football, to be honest. I come in here every Friday night looking forward to talking food.
Well, I mean, you'll have that.
Food and football kind of goes together. You think about what do you do at the Super Bowl? You eat,
Yeah.
and you watch the commercials,
Get some wings,
and you eat some more.
face mask,
All right.
defense, unsportsmanlike offense. They offset.
All right. Well, Zeb should have benefited, but I guess the Cougars committed so what's that mean? It just goes back to 1st and 10?
Line of
No
scrimmage.
harm, no foul?
Line of scrimmage, nothing happened.
Nothing
first
happened. That play never happened. A figment of our imagination. Zed was never tackled by his helmet.
Down. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I probably saw
Does
that.
Breeze have to sit out the down?
Breeze has to sit out
Why?
this down.
The down never happened.
Helmet came off.
No, there's a fumble Ruski. There's a fumble Ruski. Yeah.
Fumble Ruski.
There's a phone. All right.
Coug,
Yeah, that's a shame.
fumble Ruski. You got Zeb at
Yeah.
running back, which
Yeah.
I haven't seen him there yet this year. Besides the last play where he had a nice run, but we just kind of had some little miss toss, little miss fumble, and
Yep. Zeb was thinking end zone already, but we didn't catch it. So Edinburgh's going to fall on that at the 47. First turnover of the game. And that's just North Daviess being a little bit greedy. Got to stay fundamental here. You won't be able to get away with that in week 6 through 9. West Wash at home. North Decatur's unreal.
well, it's like one of them things where you're just trying to get a senior
Yeah.
a little touch, I guess.
No, he's a junior, I hope.
or junior.
Yep. He's got more tackles to come, folks. No gain there. No, I get it. I get it. You're experimenting. You got McNabb sitting out this one, resting up, healing up. You don't want to get your quarterback, Keaton Graver, going downhill. He's got to save his legs. Cumbus has touched it. Scott's touched it. Yeah, you're just trying to give Zeb some love out there on offense.
Who do we got here?
Zane Zorman,
Zane
78. He's replacing Zeb.
Jersey's clean.
Okay. He's seen some action on special teams, but he is in the game.
Comes in a linebacker for us here.
Who's wearing 67 tonight? Is that Clayton Colvin? He's a lineman. He's a regular, right?
Yeah, he's...
Okay.
We got Potter off in there at DT.
Okay. Secondary there with Nidifer and the Bish, J.D. Moore. Well, Edinburgh's going to give it back to us. I think we may have recovered it. Did we get that fumble?
Sure,
no,
we did, didn't we?
Edinburgh got it back.
Oh.
Yep, so it is 30-0. Clock continues to spin under 5 minutes. Clock will spin continuously in the second half if North Daviess leads by 35 or more. Hey, I'm all for Breeze Wolford getting a touch in the red zone.
I'm going to be head of the fan club to get Breeze Wolford at least one carry inside the 20-yard line.
Okay.
I'll be the head of
Text
that
the coaching staff. No, I'm just kidding. They better not be looking at their phones during the ball game.
Not.
We can look at ours. We're on the radio. So 3rd and long. Quarterback's going to fire one. Almost caught. Nidifer on the coverage. Fourth and about 12 here. Great hospitality from Edinburgh tonight. They had a big cookout down on the the west end of the stadium, and they had the food and drink available.
Yeah.
We didn't need any because we filled our bellies. But concession stand, locker rooms, nice track below us, really nice press box. Johnny Burkhart doing some filming. Cougars are going to take it at the 34. That's the Wyatt Bishop.
Oh, Bish.
Nice tackle.
Oh, Bish.
What do you call that? What happens there?
That's
Is he all right?
leading with the helmet.
Leading with the helmet. Is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? There's the quarterback that's out there also having to play special teams, Parkhurst. He's going to be flagged 15 probably. Bish has got a bunch of return yards tonight.
Yeah, he does. I'll tell you what, he's making a case.
If Breeze can keep his helmet on, he might be able to run a TD in here.
I like to see Breeze get it inside the 20, though.
Okay.
20 or 30.
Fine by me. So, Cougar football here.
Bish kind of just squared up and said, I'm going to go mano-a-mano with this quarterback. Just tried to run him over.
Bish returned it to the 45. Is there a penalty there, or did Coach Fine decline? Can you decline it and not take it?
I don't really know. I don't know if he did. I know there was a penalty, but I don't know if he took it or not.
They got to walk it off from the 44. The ball should be at about the, I'm going to say 29. Terrible at math, as you guys figured out earlier. There's a scoreboard here, and I can't keep track of the score.
Well, you just don't know what you don't know.
30-0, I do know that. North Daviess 1st and 10. Keaton Graver with the first score. Wyatt Bishop with the second score. Anderson Amon with the third score. Connor Cumbus with the fourth score. Eli Scott, he's going to be tackled for about 5 yards. Those are really unofficial stats you're keeping, right?
The most unofficial you can have.
We're just trying to keep track of the touchdowns. That'll be important for the newspaper. So we found a new way to make it over here. It was pretty quick, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Stay on the interstate, cut over through, when you get to Martinsville, cut over. Pretty quick trip, really. Cheerleaders made the trip. Not a bad drive at all with I-69. Clock at 3:15. North Daviess.
Wing counter.
All right. Who's doing that?
That's Will Boyd.
I think that's Will Boyd.
Did he not?
Is that Will Boyd?
Yep.
Are we sure?
The body language.
Okay. I trust you.
Watched him on the court a lot.
You have. Watch him shaking and baking out there with the basketball. Hope he does again this year.
Well,
thinking about it.
Yep, that's him for sure.
Braden Wesner, the first to sign the petition, Will Boyd for basketball.
I gave it my all last year, too.
So 1st and 10, Will Boyd picks up the first down. Ball on the 10, so inside the red zone. Is Breeze out there, bud? I don't think the coach heard you.
Oh, Breeze. Give him the ball. Bish gets it. Uh-oh. Daviess in the zone.
Folks, he is leading the charge. The Bobcat, one tough animal. It's going to take another tough animal to catch the Bish tonight. 10-yard tote. 2:38 to play. It's 36-0 on a Bish. What'd you call that? What'd they run?
Jet sweep.
That's the jet sweep terminology, football style. Senior Wyatt Bishop rewarded.
We're going to kick the extra point.
All right, Rain Huff. Come on, buddy.
Come on, Huff. He's got this.
Get some air under that kick. Boot it through the uprights.
Just hit it.
Oh,
there it is.
Smacked it right down the middle. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Nice.
37-0 with Huff's PAT kick. Nice job, Rain. We're going to take a break. It's 37-0 Cougars. 2 minutes to play before half. Back in a moment. Huff will kick the ball off after making the PAT kick. 37-0 North Daviess. 2 minutes to play. A little over 2 minutes to play here before halftime. 22-0 Washington over Princeton. Homecoming from Hatchet Hollow. Ball's going to go out of bounds.
Oh.
So both Daviess County teams, Braden Wesner pitching a shutout.
Just like the golf.
Yep. 2:38 actually on the scoreboard. Ball will go out on the kickoff, so Edinburgh will take it from the 40. Again, the starters really can't afford not to play right now, can they? Because of the...
They got to.
They've got to play in this second quarter because of the JV game on Monday. So I hope Edinburgh, well, I don't know if they understand, but their coaching staff I'm sure does, but it is what it is. The Lancers with a bunch of injuries, like literally 10 or 12. A couple kids are out tonight. Oh, that one boy's got a knee situation. So we'll see if Edinburgh can stay healthy the rest of the way, and North Daviess as well. McNabb resting this game. Nice tackle there. Is that Zane Zorman?
Oh, yeah.
Zane takes down the Edinburgh running back. Nice run by Edinburgh. 21, Jaden Elliott, a senior fullback. Going to come up a little bit lame. Give him 6 yards on the carry. Nice gainer there for Edinburgh.
Coop's got a big one next week with West Washington.
Dub-dub, coming to town.
I think it's going to be... Key is, kind of being healthy, trying to go into that one, and just play the best we can. Because think about it is West Washington's kind of had our number since we picked them up.
No, they really have. They replaced Linton. Coach Fine was done with Linton a few years ago, so we grabbed a 1A sectional opponent, dub. But we've yet to figure them out. So 7 o'clock next Friday from Thurman H. Brown. Edinburgh's not quite going to get the first down. Potter off on another tackle. There's a second stringer making some serious tackles out there.
He just plays hard.
No, right? So, the clock continues to spin here. Edinburgh's just hoping to get to halftime down 37-0. I don't think North Daviess will try and go for it, even if they get the ball back. I wouldn't think. Not trying to run the score up. It's 37-0, and the Cougars are being very disciplined on defense. They're not rushing the quarterback anymore. It's just, hey, first down Edinburgh. First down Edinburgh.
Nice run.
Well, the running back's going to take a hit. And I mean take a hit. And he gets to his feet. First down across midfield. Cougars help him up. Shown good sportsmanship. It was a little chippy 2 years ago here, but not tonight.
Little.
That was then. This is now. Good sportsmanship being displayed on both sides. Your guest trivia question from Gavin Wilson coming to you at the beginning of the third quarter.
Please stay tuned. It's a doozy.
2 parts. One's a bonus. It's a historical question. You're going to have to go back in the annals of Cougar football. So that play going nowhere. We'll probably see the second stringers in the second half, you think, Brady?
We would have to the
Yeah.
whole time.
We'll probably see Cole Boyd do some quarterbacking. 37-0 is your halftime score. Cougars will have the ball when we return, folks. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so to figure out some halftime stats and lead you into the third quarter. North Daviess 37, Edinburgh 0. Survive and advance that day. The entire tournament, survive and advance. If you bought a sectional championship T-shirt, that's what it says.
That's all you got to do.
We just needed Lance Wilson to make a 1-3.
And he did. 1:28 to go. Put us up 1. Never look back.
Edinburgh kicking off from the 40, third quarter action. And as soon as the Cougars take the ball, we're going to talk trivia.
Oh, once
look at this. Look at this trickeration.
Trickeration? Just fall on it.
Oh, Edinburgh.
What are we doing?
Oh, my goodness. North Daviess.
What are we
all
doing?
North Daviess has to do is fall on it, and they didn't.
We literally just watched it.
Well,
What are we doing?
our special teams kickoff return let us down there.
What in the world?
Cougars stood around the football instead of just like landing on it or
Like we were waiting for
covering
it to go
up.
10 yards too before we can touch it.
Oh,
we can fall on it the minute the dude kicks it.
Yeah, it goes 2 yards. We can get on it.
Hey, we got to learn from that. West Washington may see that on film and say, hey.
Is that a turnover? How's it go? No?
I don't know. I
It's
guess we
just
never had it, but my goodness.
Edinburgh ball here. North Daviess with some new guys in. Probably didn't understand. All they had to do is sit on that football. So 1st and 10 across the 50, actually, for Edinburgh. The clock is running.
Hey, we got some new guys in there.
Yeah, and the clock's running, so that's good news. So, Zane Zorman on that tackle. Let's get some new names called. As I focus on trivia, Braden, maybe you can call out some names and numbers. I want to get these guys read on the radio. I do see 24 Cole Boyd on defense.
We definitely got Jason Jones in there. He's at cornerback. We got Cole Boyd. He's at linebacker. We got Zane Zorman. We got John Nidifer. We've got Chase Morning as well at defensive end position.
So a whole new group of Cougars here. 37 zip. Clock runs. IHSA rules. So it doesn't matter if Edinburgh gets close. The clock won't stop.
Flag.
No, that's all right. The clock keeps running. Bunch of flags. So here we go. Cougar listeners.
Trivia time.
Gavin Wilson provides the guest trivia. It's a special week 5.
Class of what year did he graduate?
Gavin was class of 88, I believe.
Okay.
I mean, he was one of the smartest guys in that class. So there's a group of teams. The cluster or the pool of teams involved North Daviess and 3 other schools in 1A. The question is, who were the other 3 schools in the cluster that season, 83, with North Daviess? Who were the other 3 schools that played in the cluster with North Daviess? The other 3 schools in the pool in 1983. And for a bonus 2-leader, tell me the number of that cluster, that pool number, that sectional cluster number. We're looking for the 3 other schools that played in the cluster along with North Daviess and what number?
What familiar number?
What familiar number? What familiar cluster number? We're looking for 3 schools that played with North Daviess. The Cougars won their cluster that year. That's what allowed them to go play a sectional and win a sectional. They had to beat 3 teams in their pool or in their cluster. Who were those 3 teams?
And in the championship of the sectional, they also played Springs Valley.
Yeah, we know they beat Valley in the sectional championship. But who did they have to beat in the regular season in their cluster just to get to the sectional? Back then, not all the teams went to the IHSA tournament. The Cougars beat 3 1A area schools in their cluster that season. Who were those 3 schools? That's Gavin's trivia question. It's a toughie, folks.
It's tough, but once we figure it out, you'd be like, oh my goodness.
So we're looking for 3 schools in 1983 that the Cougars beat during the regular season that were assigned to their cluster, 14 pool. Who were those 3 schools, and what familiar sectional cluster number did the Cougars play in? It's a familiar number. You got anything, Wes? It's a little tougher.
I've got some guesses
tougher.
I got one that's got.
I got a guy who got the cluster number right.
I got a guy that's got 2 out of 3 right.
Oh, I got a guy who just got all 3 schools right.
Oh my!
Roger Callahan came in late.
This is going to be down to the wire.
No, I've got a winner.
I got one too, but
I got a winner.
No, I don't. Yeah,
no,
you got a winner. You got it.
I got a winner.
I got one that's one off.
No, I got a winner. Brandon Callison's going to win this week's.
Roger came in just.
Yeah, I mean seriously, just like 1 second late. I'm telling you, Brandon Callison.
It's one. Yeah, one. Yep. Wow.
And
he almost got another RC cola.
Yeah. Callahan had it, but he came in late to the party. So we're going to go ahead and credit Brandon Callison with the trivia win. The cluster teams, along with North Daviess in 1983, that the Cougars beat included Duggar, Linton, and North Central Farmersburg. North Central, Duggar, and Linton were the 3 other teams in the cluster. Now, Callison also had 63, which is the correct.
How do you get that? I have no idea.
But here's the question. Does Dave Zorman get credit for answering the bonus first? He didn't answer the trivia question, but he answered the bonus.
So does he get his own?
Does Zorman get... He had cluster 63 at Edinburgh with a toss. Well, we quit talking football. Jason Jones made a play on that throw. He's going to be called for pass interference. Does Zorman get credit for the bonus if he didn't attempt the other?
Well, I don't know because it's like doing a homework or something. Can you get bonus without even doing?
You got to answer the question one before you.
Yeah, I think that's.
I'll tell you what, Zorman, we're going to give you a honorable mention because you were correct with the bonus.
Yes.
And I might hook you up with like a fountain pop at some point if I run into you.
Not a full 2-liter.
But we're going to give Brandon Callison all the credit. Brandon Callison all the credit here. He had the question and he had the bonus. The bonus was sectional or cluster 63.
The familiar basketball sectional.
He wants Diet Dew, or as I call it, Diet Mountain. My wife thinks I'm silly. A 2-liter of Diet Dew and a 2-liter of Diet Dew. Double dews for the Brandon Callison. Zorman's hurt. He's upset. He wants a redo. He wants to look at the
malarkey.
He wants to look at the fine print.
Malarkey.
The trivia rules and regulations.
Hey, good job. I mean, I honestly had a fear that we would have never got that. No one would ever figure that out.
Well, you said to have Google ready. I got to feel like Brandon Callison was on the ready with the Google.
I don't even know if you can Google it.
I don't know either. Gavin Wilson, you did a heck of a job this week with the guest trivia. It was a stumper. North Central, Duggar, Linton were the 3 opponents that the Cougars beat in 1983. That allowed them to win their cluster, which advanced them to the sectional championship in Cluster 63. And in Cluster 64, Springs Valley won their cluster, and the Cougars knocked out the Blackhawks to win the school's first sectional back in 1983. Coach Greg Moe, I think Harkness was probably the QB back then. Does that sound about right?
Yep. Brett Markle running back.
Some dudes back then, huh?
As a sophomore, I believe.
Yep. So credit to Brandon Callison for knowing the answer and getting the bonus. Zorman, you'll get a fountain pop.
32-ounce, no ice, maybe? Get some more bang for the buck?
Here's the deal. We got to wait until they're 99 cents.
Okay.
We can't be paying full price.
Okay. I got you.
Edinburgh ball, they picked up the onside kick. We're 4:24 in the third. Running clock. Quarterback throws it up, and it's really defended well there.
Really nice by Sky.
That's Sky Knapp. Sky. Did he sky for that?
Hey, Sky.
That's a terrible play on words. We're embarrassing ourselves right now on the radio. So that pass knocked down. Was that 4th and feel like that was fourth and. So Edinburgh went for it. They're not going to make it. Clock continues to run. It's 37-0. Same score we had at half. Cougars take over. Cole Boyd probably playing quarterback at this point, huh?
Should be.
Who else is out there? Let's get some names called out.
Gentry Rollins on the line.
Rain Huff's out here as a wide receiver. Will Boyd.
Johnny Fish, right guard.
Okay.
Zane Zorman running out late for the left
I
tackle.
don't even know if
position.
that's Zane, is it? That may have been Merle Eicher, number 70.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
it
new
is
name,
70.
yeah. Who's that running?
Sky Knepp.
Sky putting on the jukes across midfield. Sophomore ripped down. Yeah, Merle got the call. The junior on the line. Gentry, the freshman out there. So Boyd just going to hand it off, or you think he'll throw it at some point?
I'd like to see him run
Is it
back.
one of them
throw it.
situations where you don't want to look like you're scratch Sky Knepp's run?
Why? What happened?
Must have been a hold out there somewhere. Cougars are going back 15 yards. Pick it up at about the 32. Folks, we got a really quick second half. Love that you tuned in. It is all North Daviess here. The handoff.
Wing counter.
Oh, falls down.
Johnny Nidifer.
Nope. Willis Boyd.
Oh my gosh, I'm terrible.
That's okay. It's hard to see over there. These numbers aren't easy to see. It's across the way. We're pretending not to see the lightning.
Yeah, we're just closing our eyes.
We're almost to the fourth quarter here. The referees aren't silly. 12 more minutes and we'll be done. If they would happen to mention the lightning, they're just looking around and pretending like they don't see it. If somebody happens to mention it, I have a feeling these coaches will agree to just say it's over. Can they do that?
Will Boyd maybe, or not.
Will Boyd across
Nice
midfield.
run, nice
He's
run.
going to get the. Well, he had this run before, didn't he? And it was called back. So Will Boyd across midfield. Edinburgh player down. Clock's at 1:24. I guess it stops on injury. At midfield. And it's a great call by the referees and the coaching staff.
Just a smart call.
Hopefully we're going to shake hands and be out of here.
So Bobcat, one tough
All
animal.
right, we don't even have time to shake hands because of the lightning. Get these kids to the locker room, get their helmets off their heads, and it's a great call. We want to thank Edinburgh for hosting us. We want to thank Dwayne Shake for having us on the radio, and we want to thank you, the listeners, for tuning in to Cougar football. They are 4-1. Edinburgh drops to 0-5. Great job by everyone here. We want to get this game in, and hopefully we survive a little bit of lightning off to our north. Braden Wesner, any closing thoughts?
Nope, just a good win by the Cougars, and let's come out next week and see what we can do at home against West Washington. It's going to be, I feel like it's going to be a battle.